Hello and welcome to this tutorial video that will help us to understand the Tamei HaMikra, the trup or the musical notes that help us punctuate and sing from the Torah. So you know that there's the letters, there's the nekudot, and then there is the Tamei HaMikra, the musical notes, the tune. Some examples would be the etnachta, right there, would be the sof pasuk, the end of a pasuk, which we have either two dots or we have a little line underneath one of the letters in the pasuk. These tell us how to punctuate, like in English we have a comma or a period, question mark, exclamation point. In Hebrew, in the Torah, we use the Tamei HaMikra for this as well. Where did the Tamei HaMikra come from? Well, it was all passed down from Moshe Rabbeinu in a Mesorah, in a tradition. From Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem gave him at Har Sinai the Torah together with the way to read the Torah. And Moshe Rabbeinu passed all these signs down to us. Now the signs, the actual shapes of the signs and specific tunes may have varied over the generations, but the way to actually break up a pasuk was passed down all the way from Moshe Rabbeinu together with the way how to sing it, and different communities have developed slightly different tunes. Today we're not going to teach you the tunes, today we're going to teach you the full stop punctuation marks in the Tamei HaMikra and the comma ones. That means a couple of them can be identified when we see them as showing us where a major stop is in the Torah. So what would that be? The etnachta, as we'll see over there, sort of looks like a wishbone, and a sof pasuk. The sof pasuk you're going to identify in a standard chumash by a line, together with the two dots at the end of the pasuk. So let's have a look in an actual pasuk in the Chumash and see our two stop signs in action. So let's make a little red line after the word aviv, because we've got an etnachta under it. And let's make a red line after Kanaan, because we have a sof pasuk at the end of that pasuk. That is pretty much easy. We can spot them right away. Just two. In the next pasuk, it's actually a very long pasuk, and you can see that we have those two spaces, aviv and avihem. So those would be like our stop signs or full stop, like a traffic light. Let's go and show you a couple of more. So those are called the kesarim, like the kesar, like the emperors of trup, the serious full pauses. Okay. There's also a lower level called the melachim. And these melachim, the kings, the melachim, are ones that you do make a stop by, but the stop is more like the a slow down stop. Okay? And it's more like a comma that you would have in English. Alright, what are those? The most common ones are the segol. Looks like an upside down segol on top of a word. The zakef katon, just two dots. Zakef gadol, two dots followed by a line. And then a revi'i, which looks like a four-pointed diamond. Okay, now these four are the most common ones. There's another one, if I zoom in over there on that chart, you can't really see it, it's a little bit fuzzy. The other one is called a shalshelet. I'll draw it for you here. The shalshelet looks like a zigzag line, and the shalshelet is basically another one of the malachim. When you sing it, it's a very big pause. That's like another kama one, but it's very rare. There's only a few of them in the whole Torah. Okay, so the ones that you have to look for on a regular basis are the sego, zakef katan, zakef gadol, and rivi'i. Let's have a look at them inside the psukim. And we're going to see that we now will use the color yellow, like when the traffic light tells you to slow down. And let's give a look. Vayeshev Yaakov, on top of Yaakov, we've got a zakef katan. Be'eretz Megurei Aviv, Be'eretz Canaan. So now I have a place to slow down, right there, and I have a place to full stop, and another place to full stop. What about on a longer pasuk? Well, there's got to be a lot more pauses, right? So let's give a look. In this one, there's only two. There's one etnachta after a whole line, almost 2 lines of text, right? How would you read that? It would be very long. But if you know the right commas, we can break it up a lot more. Elil Toldot Yaakov, on top of Yaakov, we have our Rivi'i, our 4-pointed diamond. Yosef ben Shva Esrei Shana Haya Ro'eh Et Echav Batson, another one. Zakef Katan. Vehunar, another one. Et Bnei Bilhav, Et Bnei Zilpa Neshei Aviv. Ve'eve Yosef Et Dibatam Ra El Avihem. So we see that we now have broken up this pasuk more. Let's give a look ahead. V'Yisrael, Banav, another Revi'i, Echav, and now we have a couple more to color red. If we look in this pasuk, we can color the etnachta, sof pasuk, another etnachta, another sof pasuk. So this helped us just by doing this exercise. Even if you don't yet know the translation of these psukim, you know that Vayeshev Yaakov is a idea. Vayeshev Yaakov be'eretz Megurei Aviv is a full sentence usually. Be'eretz Canaan is another idea. Eila Toldot Yaakov, right? You can know that basically all the information, even if you don't know translation yet, this is punctuation that tells you that this information is all a unit, it's all connected. Right? It could help you in your translation. For example, if you read Vayeshev Yaakov and Yaakov settled, so that's an idea. Yaakov settled somewhere. Where did he settle? Be'eretz Megurei Aviv, in the land of his father's wanderings. And where was that? Be'eretz Canaan, in the land of Canaan. So you see the connection, how the Tameh HaMikra helps you make sense of the Pasuk.